I don't want to look 30 again. I just want to walk into a room, not dressed to impress, and still have someone glance over and think, that woman knows exactly who she is. That's what my friend, 67, newly retired and quietly fabulous, said to me recently, just before she did something that surprised even herself. She got a bob haircut and changed her hair color for the first time in nearly 15 years. And you know what happened? No one said she looked younger. They said she looked elegant, more vibrant, more confident, like the best version of herself, only more illuminated. Have you ever had this happen? You walk out of the salon with a fresh bob. It's neat, well-shaped, everything seems right. But something in the mirror still feels off. Not the cut, not your face, just something missing. More often than not, it's the color. As women over 60, we don't need to chase trends, but that doesn't mean we've stopped caring. We still want to feel polished, radiant, and completely ourselves, not just on the outside, but in how we carry ourselves. And that's exactly why I made this video. Over the next few minutes, I'll walk you through 5 stunning hair color tones that pair beautifully with a bob, specially curated for women over 60 who want to feel elegant, modern, and completely in tune with who they are today. These aren't trendy shades or high-maintenance bleach jobs. They're smart, flattering tones that soften your features, brighten your skin, and, most importantly, make you look like you, just a little more elevated. Now, if you're someone who still believes that turning 60 means going short, going dark, and giving up on color, well, I gently challenge that belief. And if you've ever felt like you're ready to glow again, in a way that feels effortless and uniquely yours, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join us here at Glow After 60. We talk style, confidence, hair, aging beautifully, and everything in between. So let's get started, because one of these colors might just be your signature shade, waiting to be rediscovered. Tone 1. Soft ash brown, quiet confidence for women over 60. Let's begin with a color that doesn't shout, but speaks volumes. Soft ash brown is one of those effortlessly refined tones that instantly elevates a bob without making it feel like you're trying too hard. It's not flashy, it's not trendy, but it has this calm, smoky richness that softens your features, smooths out warmth or redness in the skin, and gives your face that beautifully balanced frame. I especially recommend this tone for women over 60 who have naturally dark hair but want to lighten things subtly, are transitioning from box dye browns or blacks that now feel too harsh, want something classic but not boring. This shade works like a soft focus filter. It brings definition without drama, depth without weight. And paired with a chin length or shoulder length bob, it creates this elegant harmony, especially if your skin has pink or neutral undertones. I once worked with Elaine, 68, soft-spoken, brilliant, and always put together. She'd been coloring her hair dark brown for years and felt like it was starting to feel too heavy. Tone 2. Champagne blonde, the soft glow for women over 60. Now, if you've ever thought about going blonde, but immediately pictured yourself battling roots, brassy tones, or harsh upkeep, let me introduce you to a far more graceful alternative, champagne blonde. It's light, yes, but not loud. It's warm, yes, but in the most refined, gentle way. What makes champagne blonde so flattering for women over 60 is its balance. It doesn't wash you out like icy platinum can, and it doesn't veer yellow like some golden blondes tend to. Instead, it offers this creamy, luminous tone that subtly lifts your skin, almost like your cheekbones are catching the light in the most flattering way, even on a cloudy day. I often suggest it for women with naturally lighter or graying hair, those with fair or rosy complexions, and especially those looking to brighten no features without overwhelming them. This color pairs beautifully with a bob that hits around the cheekbones or jawline, especially if there's a soft wave or a bit of texture in the cut. That movement helps the champagne blonde catch the light and shimmer gently without looking too done. Barbara, one of my loveliest clients, 65 and full of quiet strength, had been coloring her hair medium brown for years. It was dependable, but it dulled her complexion. We lightened her gradually into a champagne tone and gave her a soft A-line bob that angled forward just slightly. The change was subtle, but when she looked in the mirror, she said, "I feel like I've finally caught up with myself." That's what this shade does. If you're a woman over 60 looking to brighten your features, soften lines without hiding them, and feel just a little more luminous day to day, champagne blonde might be your gentle glow-up. This color pairs beautifully with a bob that hits around the cheekbones or jawline, especially if there's a soft wave or a bit of texture in the cut. That movement helps the champagne blonde catch the light and shimmer gently without looking too done. Barbara, one of my loveliest clients, 65 and full of quiet strength, had been coloring her hair medium brown for years. It was dependable, but it dulled her complexion. We lightened her gradually into a champagne tone and gave her a soft A-line bob that angled forward just slightly. The change was subtle, but when she looked in the mirror, she said, "I feel like I've finally caught up with myself." That's what this shade does. If you're a woman over 60 looking to brighten your features, soften lines without hiding them, and feel just a little more luminous day to day, champagne blonde might be a gentle glow up. Tone 3, warm caramel, soft depth and everyday sophistication for women over 60. Let's talk about warmth, not just in color, but in energy. Warm caramel is one of the most flattering tones I recommend to women over 60 who want to bring back richness and life into their hair without going bold or brassy. It's not loud, it doesn't demand attention, but the way it catches the light, especially in soft waves or a layered bob, gives your hair dimension, depth, and that subtle just got back from a weekend in the sun feel, even if you didn't leave the house. This tone works beautifully for women with olive, golden, or medium skin tones, those who've always worn brunette shades but want something a little more radiant, and anyone whose natural color is starting to feel muddy, dull, or flat in photos. I had a lovely client named Maria, 62, sharp sense of humor, always in earth tone cardigans. Her hair had faded into that deep, almost charcoal brown, and it was making her skin look tired. We added soft caramel tones through her mid-length bob, didn't even touch the base, just warmed things up where the light hits. She walked out glowing. Her friends thought she'd had a spa day, and she said, "This is the first time in years I haven't felt like hiding under a hat." What makes warm caramel special is that it lifts without lightening too far. You still feel like you, just a touch more vibrant. If you're a woman over 60 who wants a low-maintenance but flattering update, prefers natural softness over stark contrast, and loves looking put together without looking overly styled, warm caramel could be the most quietly luxurious change you make this year. Tone 4. Smoky Silver. Quiet power and modern elegance for women over 60. Let's be honest. For many women over 60, gray hair isn't a decision. It just happens. But here's the truth no one talks about. It's not the gray that makes us look older. It's how we wear it. Enter smoky silver. Not flat gray, not dull white. It's a cool-toned, softly blended silver with a slight shimmer that catches the light in all the right places. And when paired with the right bob cut, it's not just hair. It's a statement. This tone is especially flattering if you have naturally gray or white hair and want to refine it instead of cover it, are tired of the endless dye cycle and root touch-ups, want something modern, polished, and 100% authentic. I remember Denise, 69, bold, never one to follow trends. She told me, "I'm done pretending I don't have gray hair, but I don't want to look washed out either." So we toned her natural silver into a soft, smoky hue, shaped her bob into a clean, jaw-length style, and that was it. No dramatic change, just enhancement, and it radiated confidence. She came back weeks later and said, "This is the first time I've ever felt chic and free at the same time." That's the magic of smoky silver. It honors where you are in life without compromising style. It works beautifully with blunt bobs that need a sleek finish, textured bobs that play with light and shadow, and especially for women over 60 who want to embrace their gray, not hide it. So if you're standing in front of the mirror wondering whether it's time to stop covering and start owning, smoky silver might be your color of strength, softness, and quiet sophistication. Tone 5. Rose Brown. Subtle romance and a modern twist for women over 60. Now, if you're a woman over 60 who's ready for something just a little different, something soft, elegant, and unexpected, let me introduce you to Rose Brown. This isn't pink. It's not copper. It's a gentle infusion of rosy or mauve undertones into a classic brown base, like your natural color, but with a poetic glow. What makes it special is that it doesn't shout for attention. It whispers. And in that whisper, there's warmth, depth, and just a hint of playfulness, the kind that makes people look twice without knowing exactly why. Rose Brown works beautifully for women with medium to deeper skin tones, anyone who's worn the same dark brown for years and wants an upgrade, not a full reinvention, and especially for those whose hair has started to look a little flat or dull with age. Pair it with a softly layered bob, one that moves gently around the face, and you've got a look that's feminine, flattering, and quietly striking. One of my favorite transformations, Joyce, 64, retired art teacher, lifelong fan of safe dark brown, said she was ready to try something that still feels like me, but lighter. We added a soft rose glaze over her existing color and shaped her bob into a rounded cut with delicate layers. When she returned a month later, she told me, "I didn't think anyone would notice, but even my husband said, 'You look softer somehow.'" That's what Rose Brown does. It doesn't demand attention. It invites connection. So if you're a woman over 60, looking to freshen up your color without going blonde, add dimension and radiance to your look, and bring out the softness in your features, Rose Brown might just be the most elegant surprise you didn't know you needed. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever changed your hair color after 60 and felt like it changed more than just your appearance? Maybe you finally found that tone that just felt right, like it reflected the woman you are now. Or maybe you're still in that in-between stage, curious, cautious, waiting for a sign that it's okay to try something new. Well, consider this your sign. Because here at Glow After 60, we're not just swapping style tips. We're building a space where women over 60 can feel heard, seen, and beautifully supported by other women who get it. So tell me in the comments, what's your current hair color? Is there a shade you've been secretly thinking about but haven't tried yet? Your story might be exactly what another woman needs to feel brave enough to take her own next step. And if you've already found a color that makes you glow, share that too. Let's lift each other up and remind the world that style doesn't stop at 60. It evolves, just like we do. So here's the truth. Beautiful. A great bob cut gives your face a frame, but the right color, it gives you light. It brings you forward. And for women over 60, that light doesn't come from chasing youth. It comes from embracing who you are now and letting it shine. Whether it's a soft ash brown that whispers quiet elegance, a champagne blonde that lights up your features, or even a smoky silver that says, yes, this is me, and I love it. There's a shade out there that doesn't just look good. It feels like you. If today's video gave you an idea, a little inspiration, or simply reminded you that your beauty didn't vanish with age, it evolved, then I'd love for you to subscribe and stay with us here on Glow After 60. We talk style, we talk hair, but more than anything, we talk freedom, to show up as you are, to glow your way. And in our next video, we're diving into something extra special, the 5 bob cuts that instantly add elegance without losing volume. Trust me, you'll want to see that one before your next salon visit. So until then, stay graceful, stay glowing, and always remember, you're not fading. You're becoming more you.